It was a summer night. The crescent moon provided dim light to the forest below. The world was quiet except for the cackling of three witches perched on their broomsticks in the sky. They had been scavenging all night and hadn't found a single child.
Where are all the children?
What? Why would I know?
Will the two of you shut your ugly faces? But I'm so hungry. Like I even care. You think?
Off in the distance, you could hear an infant wailing. The screams became louder and louder.
It's a baby.
Oh, baby bones are so soft. Well, if you want baby so bad, go get it.
Tegan smiled happily and produced a terrifying squeal of excitement. She quickly flew off to find the baby.
Make sure to save me some.
Helga and Gabra hovered on their brooms for quite some time. All they could hear was the infant's incessant wailing. The witches waited silently for their feast. Helga opened her mouth to say something when suddenly the wailing stopped. The two witches smiled. They couldn't wait to satisfy their hunger. They looked in the direction that Tegan had left, but there was no sign of her. The crying resumed. Helga and Gabra gave each other a puzzled look.
All right. Apparently Tegan is unfit for the job. I'll take care of this, Gabra.
As Helga said that, she flew off into the darkness, following the sound of the infant's cries. Gabra was now alone. She sat there on her broom, quietly looking around.
Ah! Those two nitwits should be back by now!
Gabra took her broomstick and headed toward the direction of the crying infant. She flew over the forest until she passed into a clearing. It was a lake with big white rocks on either side. The water was black and shiny. She could see the ripples in the water, but nothing else. She still heard the crying infant, so Gabra scanned the water with her eyes. There it was. The infant just there, out alone in the lake. How perfect was this? The infant just sat there on the water crying continuously. Gabra was about to swoop in when she realized that her sisters may be nearby. She looked over the clearing with no sign of them except a broken broom.
That's strange.
She took note of the broken broom, but her stomach was speaking to her more than anything. She wanted to eat that baby. Gabra swooped down until she was eye level with the baby. She reached out her bony hands to clutch it, but as she did, the infant was sucked down into the depths of the water.
This is weird.
As this thought went through her mind, the landscape started to move. The white rocks on either side of the lake started to rise up. Gabra, although confused, sensed trouble. Big trouble. The rocks on the horizon rose up on either side, forming a giant mouth that Gabra was inside of. She tried to fly up out of the mouth, but it was too late. The giant monster finished swallowing Gabra, burped, then, feeling satisfied after its three-witch meal, reset its trap and waited patiently for the next victim.